Okay, I'm going to call my December daily finished. I'm going to do a quick flip through for you. I just want to let you know it's not necessarily in date order. It's just wherever I could get things put in. So in the front pocket, I've got some bits and pieces. This is things that happened before Christmas. And there's a presidential Christmas card. This is another event that happened before Christmas. My daughter and I went to a vintage market, and we went to and had pizza afterward. In the front, I have day one. That's the day that Mindy and I went to Lucy's house, and we did some December daily cropping and prepping and putting things together. That's the day I also had dinner at my daughter's house, and I took her the 2 stockings that I crocheted for her and her husband to match their new theme for this year, Winter Wonderland. Here's some journaling that I did about each of those events. And this is a photo of the tree that I put up at work, and a selfie that I actually took saying I was all wrapped up in my work. That's my daughter and the stockings. Here's day 2. It was a Sunday, and we went to church, and it was the beginning of Hanukkah, so I just put that on there. I just put a few extra things on that flip out. The insert that comes out, I've got day 3. This is my desk at work. This is the bank building that I work at. That was their decoration in there. I have day 4 on the back. It was National Cookie Day. And then I did some journaling about a friend that I met for lunch. I took her birthday gift that I had made. It was a 6x6 Christmas mini album. And then day 6, I did some journaling. I didn't have a photo, so I journaled what happened that day. On day 7, the company that I work for did what they call Alpha Cares. We took 4 hours and went to a local National Crisis Center, and we did some work there. We did some painting. We did some prepping for Christmas and helping them set things up for their residents. So here's some of my those that I work with. We're all having a good time. And that's how I documented everything that we did that day. And then I journaled about it. One more little picture that I took in the residence where they had decorated for Christmas their Elf on the Shelf. And this is one of my tags from the Christmas swap. Charles had made me some apple pies, and I just took a picture of it and put that on the back of Mindy's tag. This tag is from one of the December Daily Inspiration Group challenges, and on the back is my acrostic. And I did Holly Jolly, and I put characteristics or things about Jesus, and it's holy, omnipotent, lover of my soul, left his throne, Yahweh, and then the jolly is joy, only Son, Lord, light of the world, and Yeshua. And then this is my day 8, National Brownie Day. And on the tags, I have the other 2 crocheted stockings that I made for 2 of my grandchildren, the youngest, a pink one for Avery and a white one for Austin. It only took me 8 years to get Avery a stocking. The rest of her family already had a handmade stocking that I had made. And then in here, this is the day, on the 5th, the day that Santa Claus came a-visiting. There he is in there. And everybody got their photo made with him except me, because I wasn't there. I didn't come until 1 o'clock. But he did leave me a candy cane. And there he is in the studio, and with our other personality. And that's one of the pictures, his advertising pictures that he uses. So that was real fun. And this is a photo of a gift that I received on the 18th. And the label that was on the bag. And then our radio station does a toy drive every year. We have 3 stations. We do 3 different toy drives. The one I work at is called Calling All Angels Christmas Drive. And so I had some photos of some of the things that were donated by our listeners and our customers, and these were some of our customers that came by and left some things. And that was on the 12th. On the 13th, I documented my husband had come home with a big old box with all these different hot chocolate mixes in it. And they're so cute. The boxes are so cute. So I wanted to document that. And the fact that we took it to our son's house and we left it there. And I never did see any of the rest of it. And here's day 9. I documented my nativity set that my husband got out and put up. It was his mother's, and she left it to me. I got it one year for Christmas after she passed. And then on the 10th, I documented, I had made a 6-inch mini album for a swap, and they received it on the 10th, so I wanted to document that for that day, and I wrote about it on the back. And on the 11th, I got to see Blitzen. So I documented that and put the photos on there. And then I copied this from a Facebook post about the story of Rudolph. I thought that would be cute to go in with my reindeer encounter. And this is a tag that free-floating tag that I made, and I wanted to document all of the crafty projects that I had made, and I didn't have 12, so I put in a few extra things, but I made 1 Santa Claus canvas, I made 2 6-inch mini albums for gifts, 3 tag swap partners with our December Daily Inspiration group, I made 4 crocheted stockings, let's see, I made 7 Christmas card folios. There were December daily challenges, trips to the craft store, a gift we received, chocolate-covered pecans, and 12 boring work days. You know, at Christmas time, sometimes it can get pretty boring with nothing to do. And then this is just from the packaging of the gingerbread village that I put together with my grandkids. And this is our photo that we had made for Christmas, and I put on the tag that I received in the swap. I got that from Laura. And then the 14th was an extremely busy day for us. It was the day of my work Christmas party, so I documented that. We went to Paula Deen's, and this is the Santa canvas that I made, and that was my gift that someone chose, and this is the gift that I received. And my number was number 4, so I got to steal it from somebody. And that, the 14th, is also my son's birthday. He turned 40 this year. And it was also the night of his Christmas party at work. And so we went and babysat while they went to the party. And that's his picture, he and his wife. And I documented about that. My sister-in-law, Marty, and her daughter, Heather, run almost every weekend. And that particular weekend, they had an elf run. And I thought that would be cute to document that as well. And then the night of the 14th is when we did the gingerbread houses with our grandchildren, and we spent the rest of the weekend there. So we've got grandchildren projects in the making. You know, this one didn't have any patience, and hers didn't stay together. And then just candid shots from the rest of the weekend. He was peeking around my feet because he saw me with the camera, with my phone, sitting with his peepaw, and there's... all of them are there. There's his brother, and that's his closest sister, and his other sister is sitting behind her. So we were all there at the same time. So that was our busy weekend that weekend. Then here's another free-floating tag that I made, and I documented. I thought this was really funny, a Texas snowman that I saw on Facebook, so I printed that. And this is one of the tags I got in our swap. So it was from Laura, and she also lives in Texas, and I thought that would complement that Texas snowman quite nicely. So I put them on there, and then I documented that was part of our swap. This is a belly band that opens. And on the 17th, I gave my office Christmas gifts. And I documented that I received a gift that day from my boss. It's in there. And then these are little photos of the Christmas card folios that I gave my co-workers. They were 5 1/8 by 7 1/8, and it would open out that way and one this way. And there were places to put pictures, their Christmas pictures, and there was a shaker in there and everything. So I documented that, and so that was the 17th. On the 20th, my husband brought me a poinsettia, so I've got a picture of that, put that in there. And then this is just one of the selfies that I took as part of the challenge from Susan to take selfies and put them in your book. Well, this was the best one, so I made it a little bit larger and put it in there with the other things. So let me stick those back in this belly band. Just feel close. And then this is one of those hot cocoa boxes that I saved the box because the pictures were so cute, and I put a photo on the back that didn't fit in the other place. And these are our two on-air personalities at the radio station. She's the morning drive and he's the afternoon drive. They are real personalities, as you can see. They're a lot of fun. And this flips open. And this is where I put my selfies, my selfie collage on the back of this. I just put them back and back so they're in here, but they're not obtrusive, you know. They're just in there. And this is my Christmas Day collage of them by the tree, opening their presents. And my older grandson got the components to build a computer, so he and my son were at the table putting that all together. And this one, I didn't have any photos to fit on here, so I just put some random photos on here. The 27th was National Fruitcake Day. And then I have a Happy New Year. This is one of our radio personalities. That she was at Santa's Winter Woods, and she had taken this picture, and I thought it was so cute. So I wanted to keep that. This is not my work, but I wanted it in here because you know how the Christmas season can be quite hectic, and I needed to remember to keep calm and trust Jesus. And on the back, I took these photos one day in December. It's our sweet gum tree out in the front yard. It was going to be for one of my days, but I didn't really need it, but they were so beautiful I wanted to stick it in here since I had the room. And then again, this is just one of those off of Facebook that I thought was so beautiful, and it was hot cocoa, so I put that on the back there. And then the back page, this is another one of our December Daily Inspiration Group challenges. It was Christmas Past. So I got this folder, embossing folder, was Lucy's, and I embossed several pieces of paper so I could use them randomly. So I used this one, and I opened it up and put photos from Christmas Past of hats that I had knitted for some of my grandchildren. That one was what I called a dwarf hat for him that year. And then I made each of the three a hat. She had a cupcake hat, he had a football hat, and she just had a cute little hat for preteens at the time. So that was my December Daily Challenge, Christmas Past. And then in here, we've got some more Christmas weekend photos. Christmas cookies, making the Christmas cookies. That was my son's Christmas tree, and that's my husband Charles and all the kids bundled up around him playing games on his iPad, and the babies watching TV. And this is my daughter-in-law's family. We usually go with them if we're there, but Charles and I had been ill, and her aunt is going through cancer treatments, and her grandmother is in like 85 or 6 or something like that, and we didn't want to pass our cold on, so we stayed home. So I documented this from photos that they posted. Then inside I've got their family picture of the kids in front of the Christmas tree in their pajamas, and I put that in there. And then this is a gift that a friend gave me, and so I stuck it on the back here. I wanted to document that. Put it in here. Nice big pocket. And then on the back cover, I wanted to put the Thanksgiving photo in, so I put it on the back of this tag and kept it in the back. And then I didn't have my traveler's notebook done for December since I was doing this project, so I decided to take my sermon notes inside a Christmas card. So I just, the Sundays that I was there, I used a Christmas card and took sermon notes, and I also wanted to stick them back here in the back. Now, I was going to include my Advent Traveler's Notebooks. You see where I've got the Traveler's Notebook elastics in here. But with that notebook inside of this, it was like this wide and it wouldn't shut. So I had to take them out, and I'll put them in a separate coordinating book by themselves. But I wanted you to see that it is finished, it is full, and I love it. And I was concerned how it would work with the pre-made album, because I usually use 3 ring binders and the photo sleeves as well as scrapbooking paper. But I had plenty of room. I was able to put photos in just because I had more room. I had larger photo mats left over that I didn't even use, and I enjoyed it, and I think I will do it again next year. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll look forward to seeing everyone else's December dailies flip-throughs.